Is scorching hot. Got a fan running on in the background, so if it sounds like it's humming, it is humming. I'm making sure that the wonderful computer does not overheat. We are in a very cramped little space in here, but I got a fan going on it. And it's like that saying, right? An ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. So, if you were to name off some of your favorite quarterbacks, let's say the top 50, the list that I'm looking at right now says Will Levis is, I think, on that list of the top 50. Bryce Young is 49. I would say yes. Bo Nix is number 48 with the Denver Broncos. Zach Wilson is number 47 on the Denver Broncos. Jarrett Stidham, the Denver Broncos. Skylar Thompson, Miami Dolphins. Drew Lock, Seattle Seahawks. Mitch Trubisky, Pittsburgh Steelers. Teddy Bridgewater, they say is a free agent. Sam Howell, the Washington Commanders. Desmond Ridder, Atlanta Falcons. All right, Sam Darnold, who was at one point one of the hottest quarterbacks in the world. They have here at number 39. Number 38, Davis Mills, Houston, Texas. CJ Stroud, Houston Texans. They have him at 37. I don't think he's 37. There's no way. He's top 10 now. They've also got Jordan Love on this list as 34. Jordan Love, I think, is in the top 20 now. So I like that this is a little loony. Baker Mayfield, top 28. That is kind of where he is. I would say Baker Mayfield is probably in the top 20 on my list. Doesn't mean it's right. Brock Purdy, number 23. Daniel Jones, 22. Well, I don't agree with that. But we'll see how he does this year. Ryan Tannehill is number 18. Deshaun Watson, number 17. Kirk Cousins, they have at 16 mil. Wow. Russell Wilson. He ain't no 16 mil. He's 100 mil. Guaranteed. That was one wacko thing they did there. You know, I think they regret that. I think that was a brain fart. And that's okay. Kyler Murray, Arizona Cardinals. I think he has a chance of having a real breakout year this year. He also has a stellar receiver who is difficult, supposedly, if you work for Panini. I think it's great. I think you get every dollar that you think you deserve. Don't have it where people force you to sign. I don't know how many athletes have been upset. So on this list here, we're looking at the top 10 here. Tua, who is going up for contract right now. He's going to want 50 million. He's not worth 50 million. Geno Smith, Trevor Lawrence is also negotiating his contract. I think he's closer to 40, 45 myself. Tula, same, about 40 in this market. Justin Herbert, well, he's already way up there. Josh Allen, I still think he's the second best quarterback in the league. Sorry. Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow. Do you notice they're missing someone on here? That's so weird. That is a strange list. So that's the thing. You know, I generated this on Perplexity. It doesn't mean it's right, but it does give you a reference point. Will Josh Allen do well this year? I think he will. I think this will be a good year for him. I have a very strong feeling that he is going to develop relationships with new receivers and let go of what happened in the past and move forward. And I think that's what we all need to do when things are rough. Made some new music. We're going to go through that in a bit. And it looks like I have one of them already done here. So this is great. This is called My Jazz and Blues Records, Techno Perfection. And this is some of my favorite artists mentioned in this song. Suno just received $150 million in funding. They also got permission from Sony to have AI analyze their work, their recordings. So Sony sees the potential. And here's where it's going, folks, if you really want to know. Sony's like, hey, listen, if people don't care that it's AI, we don't have to pay AI. The only thing we have to do is help develop it. If it becomes really good, and it even speeds up the production of the productions that we make by, say, 50%, and then we're able to put out, instead of 12, 15 cuts, 32 cuts, or 40 cuts, or 50 cuts in a year, guess what? You're then doing stuff that Taylor Swift's doing right now. Taylor Swift's new album, I think, is over 30 cuts. I should look it up. And cuts means tracks, if you're old like me. So here's the latest creation. I hope you enjoy it. I will be right back. Hopefully the fan isn't driving you crazy. Thank you.
In a rhythm of love, our hearts entwine, like Miles Davis trumpet so sublime. Freddie Green's chords softly play, West Montgomery lights up the way. Love and compassion, a sweet refrain, like George Benson breezing once again. Kenny Girls strings whisper so true, Gary Moore soulful notes break through. Freddie King's blues tell a tale. Muddy Waters' voice sets a sail. Howling wolves house in the night. Johnny Hooker's groove feels just right. Love and compassion, a melody so pure, with jazz and blues that will endure. In each note and every line, these artists' legacies forever shine. Nothing sweeter listening to the 60s jazz and blues records. They awaken the feeling out and save my heart and soul, like boom, boom, boom.
Like boom, boom, boom. John Lee Hooker. Oh, wow. Did it just play again? That was interesting. What did it do there? Maybe it started and ended. I thought we had the perfect ending there. And then it did another ending. Oh, well. That's what happens. I probably listened to it the first time and went, oh, it's a nice ending. And didn't realize that it had two endings. Sometimes it does that. That's the imperfection of Suno. And Udio, for that matter. So we're looking right now at John Lee Hooker, who was mentioned in that last song. And he was born in 1912 or 1917. So in other words, they really don't know. He died June 21st, 21 in California at the age of either 83 or 88. He lived a wild life. He wrote some great songs about blues and women. Shadow. Living in the shadows. Hello. Now, is that Bobby Shadow? Person. Oh, you know what's funny? Every once in a while, I will have someone waving, but it tells me what the hashtag is and not, like, here, I'll give you an example. So, Mr. Shadow, is the fan really loud in the background? It's not much I can do, anyways. Can you hear it really terribly? Yes. Bah. So the fan is loud. But you can hear me okay over the fan. Is that correct? Is he going to say yes, brah, again? That's funny. It is too hot today. It's smoking. It's going to be probably here in Toronto, I would say about 30 degrees Celsius, which is, I believe, in the realms of over 80. Yes, bro. There we go. It's good to see you. Would you like to come up and say hello for a moment? I could send you an invite. Here, I'll send you the invite. If you decide you want to come up, we can talk for a few minutes. I have not talked to you in a long time. Might be, honestly, 2 years. Okay, so you're going to see it because you're on, what is it there? You're on YouTube, so you're going to see it. No problem. Who else did we mention in that song? We mentioned Miles Davis. He was a character. He was a drug addict. What do I have here? It'd be better if I typed. I swear I typed it right. Let's try again. Miles Davis. Oh, Davis. There we go. Try again. That's a great thing. It doesn't take long. He was born in 1926 and was an American jazz trumpeter, band leader, and composer who was among the most influential and acclaimed figures in the history of jazz in the 20th century music. I know he also played with Quincy Jones, who is a monster. In bed, brah. Are ya? Okay. That's all right. What time is it there, Shadow? Do you get up later? Do you get up later? Because it's almost 12, right? I was up, no word of a lie today. I think I was up at 5:45. And that's late for me. Some days I have to get up at 4 to help the wife. What's it say? Orange face. What's the weather like where you are right now, sir? Is it good? Is it good weather? I hope so. All right. I'm going to play another song. Tell me what you think. I generated this from Udio, or let's do this one here. This is called Funky Techno Beat, and I made this on Suno, I believe. Yeah, I can tell by looking at it. Good morning around the world. Thank you so much for being here, especially Bobby Shadow. We always like when Bobby's here. 8:21. Perfect. All right. Here we go. Tell me what you think. Bobby, you should start making music. I would love it. I would even play it if you let me.
Yeah, the system making waves using funk and techno in a brand new way. David Frank and Paul Hardcastle, the driving forces inventing techno funk, changing courses. Let the funk still be powerful. Here's frequency. Sensitive souls, knowing peaceful resolution is the key. Let your heart soar beyond the clouds so high. Let your heart be healed as we touch the sky. Sometimes we'll lose our way on this painful journey, but the first step to a new life starts with small steps. Don't you see? Move on, reach out and feel the joy. Funky techno, our divine healer, no need to be coy.
Some funky techno in the morning. I just turned the fan off for a second, so when I play the tunes, maybe I'll put the fan on. We'll see what it sounds like later. We will find. We had Bobby Shadow in the mist with us this morning, all the way from his bedroom. So we were lucky to have him here this morning. What is Suno AI? Suno AI is simply Suno is a generative artificial intelligence music creation program designed to generate realistic songs that combine vocals and instrumentation. It's pretty cool. It's only going to get better. They have been doing very well. Praised for its ability to create surprisingly realistic and high quality AI generated music across diverse genres. Yes. The AI music generation is going to be monstrous. I totally agree. And we were talking about it earlier where Sony seems to be okay with them being generated, the computer listening to all this music. And Sony's not stupid. If they can get something cheaper, I've heard rumors, don't know if it's real, but on Spotify, there's a lot of artists that aren't real, that are AI generated, and Spotify owns the rights to these music artists, which means that they are getting paid and they don't have to pay. And we may see more and more of that where the artists get squeezed out. The other thing is we are going to be bombarded by weirdos like myself who love music, don't necessarily know how to play an instrument, maybe know how to sing, have a good sense of what I like. Doesn't mean you're going to like it though. And there's going to be billions of these generations on YouTube and everything else. Is it going to be, one of these things where you have to prove your worthiness in a couple of years and you just can't talk about crazy things? But you know what's funny? The songs that are goofy and insane seem to do really well. A lot of them tend to be, I would say, odd. Some of the songs, very odd. That's the best way to describe it. All right, here we go. Divine Awakenings, Techno Cosmic Dance. Another techno groove that we're going to do today on Wednesday. Wisdom Wednesday.
Walking through shadows, I found a
Oh, yeah.
each step a journey, a fight for what's right. Hold on to dreams that call in your name. The rhythm of hope, it's more than just a game. Feel the beat in your chest, let the music flow. Rise above the chaos, let your spirit glow. In this dance of life, we find our way. Every move we make, a brighter day. Let's break the chains, let's touch the sky. In this cosmic groove, let our souls fly. Think about your strength, let it shine. Embrace the realness in this moment of time. Open your heart, let those energies flow. Don't let the nasty souls steal your flow. Never lose faith in the power you hold. Listen to your voice and steady waiting to shine. Let your light be the reflection. This is a fine awakening. Embrace the change. Believe in the small acts, they're not so strange. Powerful love is alive and well. It's here to stay. Cherish this world. It's awakening every day. Raise your voice, let it echo loud in a sea of stars. We're the dancing crowd. Unity in love, let the rhythm bind. In the groove of life, leave the pain behind. Light up the night with every step we take in this cosmic dance.
I like that one. We got the fan way up, keeping the computer cool, calm. I think I'm hearing stuff outside too. 1 second, I'm inside. Yeah, a little bit better. All right. Thought I'd let not fresh air in. The non fresh air. Here we go. Woo! We're getting big. All right. So let's have a look here. Click. All right. Do you recognize that guy? I recognize that guy. Who is that? All right. Let's look at the notifications. See if we can get this to fit. We're on just normal Twitter right now. And good morning to David. Thank you, David. David's a great guy, by the way. Here's David. Highly recommend him. Known him for a very long time. The future is unwritten. Street photography, and New York Rangers. Seems to be a big fan. Okay. Let's go back. How do we go back? How do you go back? I think like this. Yep. Helen. There's Helen. I have great faith in Helen. There we go. Wonderful, wonderful. Uh-huh. All right. Dr. Marcel, thank you. Thank you so much. Is this my list or somebody else's list? I was mentioned in this list. This is a wild list, actually. This has a little bit of everybody in it. We've been doing this a long, long time. So some of these followers I've been following now for almost 10, 12 years. Shows how old I am. It's Tuesday. No, it's not. Okay, I don't want to go on my messages because they could be weird. Let's see if we can go to TweetDeck. Give it a second. It's grooving along pretty good there. That's not too bad. So as you can see here, we say this every day. I have enough. I do enough. I am enough. And you are. No doubt about it. Nobody cares until you're rich, pretty, or dead. Oh, yeah. I would agree. Overthinking kills your happiness. I would agree. 4 beautiful thoughts of life. Look back and get experience. Look forward and see hope. Look around and find reality. Look within and find yourself. Close the window that hurts you, even if the view is beautiful. Every day is a gift. Be happy and know that you can be the reason someone smiles today. I like that one too. Don't wait for things to get better. Life will always be complicated. Learn to be happy right now. Otherwise, you'll run out of time. And that's very true and powerful. Here's another weird one. Wisdom is knowing I am nothing. Love is knowing I am everything. And between the two, my life moves. I like that. Have courage to be you. That's Panaj Desai, one of my favorite teachers. Been following him for, I think, 14 years now. Highly worth it. Okay, you know what I want to do is I want to check my Facebook. Let's go to Facebook here. And see what we got going on here. Facebook. There we go. All right. I don't see myself, which is not good. Click this. Okay, there I am. All right, so now I've got to go to the magic button, and it's Edit Audience. And I click it here. Save. All right. Rich. There he is. So he was on last night. And broadcasting right now. There we go. So I sent that to him. Yeah. So he'll see that. He's a great person to follow too. Here, actually, I can show you right there. So, from what I can gather, and I haven't had any comments from X for a while, so something's going on. And I know that people are watching on X. So, again, every once in a while the comments work, the comments don't work. This is talking about Restream. Right now, currently, we have someone from Twitch, a couple people from YouTube, and one person, it looks like, on X. Now, there are times when there's 32 people on Twitter, 2 on Twitch, and 25 on X, and it really depends on the time that you're on. The other thing is too, you got to remember that this will be recorded. People will be able to see it on the replay, and then what you can do, because it is Restream, you can take it, cut it up, and make it into shorts if you have the time and the energy to do such things. A lot of people are like, I'm not doing that. Forget it. I'm just adjusting my seat here, guys. That's a little better. All right, so let's take a moment and see what else I've got going on here. Go to local video. Let's do this one. Let the light shine. Soulful perfection. I hope you like it.
Ooh, it seems miracles awakening around us. We are realizing our place in the universe. The eclipse was a gentle reminder of how fragile we are. There are flashes of greatest speaking, timeless wisdom in your life. Never take for granted the priceless gifts the universe has in store for you this year. As a soul of maximum shanty be will set your soul free far beyond the clouds of today. Cause it's not till I should our safe shanty be will set your soul free far beyond the clouds of today. We are miracles awakening around us. We are realizing our place in the universe. The eclipse was a gentle reminder of how fragile we are. There are flashes of greatest speaking, timeless wisdom in your life. Never take for granted the priceless gifts the universe has stored for you this year. For awareness is the key. It's our voices in this age of forgiveness is the key. It's our voices in this and grace ignite.
All right, that is a remix, that one. And it was a little choppy at the end there, but not bad. Not bad. Could be worse. It is new technology, so we have to get used to the imperfections. And know that it's only going to get better, and we're going to look at these later and go, you know what? For when it first came out, that wasn't bad. It's going to get to a point, though, where almost every song we listen to on the radio is going to be enhanced by AI. And it's just, I think, one of those things where you can churn out more effectively, less mistakes, more, I think, probably less production mistakes long term. Not short term. I'm talking long term. Perfection that way. They're going to be able to get stuff out very quickly. Let's play something. Here we go. Hearts Ascend. Here we go. And this is on Udio. And Udio is a different format. I hope you enjoy it.
System open doorways for new ways to fuse funk and techno. Driving forces in the universe. David Frank and Paul Hardcastle invented techno. Funk. Skill is powerful frequency. We are both sensitive souls that knows the benefits of peaceful resolution. Let your heart soar beyond the clouds. Let your heart touch the sky. Let your heart be healed. Get your groove on. Reach out and feel the joy of funky techno. Let your heart awaken with waves of unconditional love. Shout MGB is a divine healer. Funk is the answer. Techno can heal the weary. Get your dancing shoes on, the sidewalk covered with break dancers.
All right, that is a song that I did, and it was a tribute to The System, who were formed in 1981 in New York by David Frank and singer Mick Murphy. I also mention Paul Hardcastle in this track. Now, they were kind of an R&B group that fused techno and R&B together. They're one of the few groups that I thought did it really well. Another group was called Illusion. And You're Just an Illusion? Was that the song? I can't remember. I'll have to look that up. But that was another one that was phenomenal. Paul Hardcastle. Let's just have a quick look here. Paul Hardcastle is a jazz guy now. But he did the song 19. And it was huge. But he is now known more of a real smooth jazz guy. But he helped techno huge at the beginning. He was born in 1957 in December 10th. And, it says here, synth, pop, freestyle, electrica, ambient, electric house, break step, smooth jazz, new age, all in one. Those are all the things that he has done, and he is wonderful. He began his career in 1981, just like the system. And I guess he was in a band called Direct Drive. Never heard of it before. I think he also did an amazing remix of D Train, You're the One for Me. And D Train is another one that incorporated dance and techno together. Techno, let's have a quick look here. Techno came out of Detroit. I know that. Don't know much more than that. All right, I just put techno here. Based on provided search results. Okay. A special skill or a way of doing something. This is what it means. The application or scientific knowledge for practical purposes, a system of governance and technical experts, relating to technology. Okay, so what we need to break it down more than that. Let's put the birth of techno music. All right, let's see if I got it all. Yeah, it looks right. Okay. I got techo instead of techno. All right, there we go. Now let's try it. Okay, here we go. Genre, electronic, dance, music. That's another formulation breaking it down. House, electro, synth pop, Euro disco, Italian disco, post disco, high NRG, Chicago house, industrial EBM. So yeah, it was the beginnings. And then if you go way back, one of the first, if you want to give some forms of light to it, I would say Kraftwerk. Kraftwerk really opened the doors, and then I would say Tangerine Dream as well was another. But it says the music was characterized by robotic, hypnotic rhythms, repetitive patterns, and an absence of vocals diverging from the soulful Chicago house style. See, and that's why I loved, let's see here. I loved when they fused funk and techno together. So let's put this here, techno and funk. Let's see what we get. And what does it say? I like this funk with this emphasis on groove, rhythmic complexity, and synthesizer experimentation was an important influence that helped shape the origins of techno in Detroit in the 1980s. Pioneering electrofunk artist. Yes, absolutely. I totally forgot about that. Yeah. But when I was younger, I really enjoyed music that had elements of funk. Now, if you go way back, you're going to go like James Brown, right? If you're thinking about the funk. So why don't we play something that I made? As you can see, I'm definitely affected by the funk and the techno for sure. What should I play first here? Let's try this one. Here we go. I hope you enjoy it. Soulfire. And this has got a real 80s rolling funk groove.
Kick off the shadows. Let your spark ignite. Groove to the rhythm. In the dark we'll shine bright. Vibrations high. Deep in this soulful place. Promises to keep as we move with grace. Breathe in the sound, find your inner ease. With every beat, we're breaking free. Release higher energies, take us to the sky. My heart craves more. It's time to fly. Let go of regrets. Leave the pain behind. Embrace healing. Hope in your mind. Step into a mindset of gratitude and praise. Thriving emotionally through life's grace. Walking down this road called life, finding unconventional ways of thinking. So many paths to take, so many choices in this age. Let's embrace consciousness, finding peace in the loving community. Discovering this source. On the path let's travel, we found our way, exploring the depths of our souls every day. Together we rise, united as one, finding the beauty in what is yet to come.
All right, I had to set something up there. Sorry for that little delay there for a moment. Yeah, so that's a good piece of chunk of funk. We got the fan rolling high in the background. Sorry about that, folks. It's a warm day, especially back here, and there's no air conditioning in this area. But the show must go on. It's 444. Do you see numbers, spiritual numbers all the time? If you do, tell me. What? Let's look it up together. What does 444 mean? Let's have a look together. It's like having a co-host. All right, here's one of them. This is angel numbers we're looking at here. Angel number 444 symbolizes a spiritual awakening, acting on your ambitions to achieve your goals, trusting your abilities, and accepting encouragement from your angels. And I think that's so true. We need to accept the guidance, the subtle messages that we get each and every day. That's the key. A lot of us don't listen. We get lost in the mental chatter. We get distracted by gossip, poor habits like drinking and drugs, and sometimes even just pleasures of the flesh. Some of us, when we're younger, that's what we're chasing. We're chasing, I would say, the chemical rush, right? The endorphins. When you get older, you start to see it, I think, as a matrix, as a game, and a game that's, worth playing. What does this one say here? You are on the path to great success. Your angels are guiding you towards important opportunities. Feel the gratitude and watch your dreams manifest. Yes, indeed. And there are synchronicities all the time that are unfolding, and you hope there is either a lesson or some form of favor or a favorable outcome that is coming your way. And that's the kind of belief strategies that you have to have if you want to, I would say, succeed. Well, here's a huge chart right here. So if you see, now I've been seeing, no doubt, 333 just recently. And this is mind, body, spirit, focus on three aspects. Don't neglect one for the other. Woo! That's a good one. Don't neglect one for the other. That's so easy to do. I was seeing 555 about a year ago, and that says a change is occurring. The universe is moving things around for you. Ooh, I like that. And here's one of the most powerful numbers in the universe. 888, which is infinite, the balance. In your harmony with the universe, your thoughts and actions are also in harmony. Love it. And there's 444 again. The universe and your spiritual guides are protecting you. Pay attention to your thoughts. If you see 111 a lot, encourage you to keep following your spirit. You are on the right path. Just listen to your gut and your heart. And I believe that so much that we have to listen to our heart and our gut. We also have to be logical, right? You know, there are things in life we have to do. We have to be warm, dry, and fed. We have to figure that out. But also put your energies into things that light you up. Whatever is the greatest form of excitement for you, chase that today. What are you most excited about? What brings you, a form of excitement or adrenaline when you think about doing it? Do you get excited about that? That is probably your soul saying, this is our purpose. You need to be aligned with that. And when you are aligned properly in life, I think so many things unfold for you. You just have to trust the process. And the process isn't discomfort all the time, nor is it pleasure all the time. I really believe that it is a non-stop balancing of these two emotions, the different spectrums of living, right? Shimmering stars, mellow magic, here in the afternoon on a wonderful Wednesday.
Listen up, everybody, here's a story untold about the shimmering stars making dreams unfold. They shine so bright in the depths of the night. Angels watching over, keeping us inside, guiding us through the maze, the memories we hold. Whispering messages, secrets never sold. They hold us tight when the darkness sets in, lighting up the path, helping us to win. Angels are powerful, they never lose the shine. The healing light washes all the pain away. Stand tall with your dreams, let their power be your guide. You can always count on them, they'll never fade away. Listen up, everybody, here's a story untold about the shimmering stars making dreams unfold. They shine so bright in the depths of the night. Angels watching over, keeping us inside, guiding us through the maze, the memories we hold. Whispering messages, secrets never sold. They hold us tight when the darkness sets in, lighting up the path, helping us to win. Angels are powerful, they never lose their shine. The healing light washes all the pain away. Stand tall with your dreams, let their power be your guide. You can always count on them, they'll never fade.
Like that song a lot, just don't like the ending. It's very quick. I'll have to try to modify that one day, but it's beautiful. It's very nice. Has a bit of a Janet Jackson vibe to me. It's cool, very cool. Why don't we have a quick look here in a different folder and see if I can get some different results. Let's have a look here. All right, so we've got a different file. Oh yeah, this is way different. Let's go with this one. Emotions in Vinyl with Jay. I like this one. This is for my buddy Jay. I'm going to play this for him today. This is about his radio show, his video show, I hope in the future. And a show that he does on TikTok where he plays R&B, jazz, soul, and funk.
Jay spins the records, takes you on a ride. Soul music flowing deep down inside, filling up the room, dancing in the kitchen with friends all around, hearts aching and smitten. These melodies, they touch your soul. Memories flooding, making you whole. Questioning your life, the simplicity back then. Jay's the much master, stirring emotions kicking. Tears flowing freely, rivers from your eyes. Gentle melodies, heartache in disguise. Emotions and vinyl. Jay's the master of rush, with every soulful song. Our hearts he gently touches. Tasters and vinyl. Jay's the master of rush, with every soulful song.
That one has an abrupt ending. And I was just reading right here about Suno, which is one of my favorite AI generators. And it's talking about we have one camp that is very angry. And they've been signing petitions saying, please do not use AI. And, over 200 artists signed this. Billie English, Pearl Jam, I believe Bon Jovi. But here's the thing. What's going to happen in the future is when all the Beatle members are gone, and, we're going to start seeing, and I guarantee it, new Elvis songs, new Johnny Cash songs, Merle Haggard. We're going to see people that could sing at one time. We're going to be able to hear them at their very best. And I don't think that's all bad, especially if they are the ones generating the ideas and formulating the music. There are so many programs out right now where you can hum the melody and you can figure out what instruments you want to use. It's mind-boggling, some of the technology that's out there right now. Tech is exploding. And artists that will not embrace this technology, I honestly think will be left behind. And the truth of the matter is, I think it's happening already. There has been groups for a very long time, I would say about 5 to 10 years, that have been playing with AI, especially in the studio. The other day I saw a wonderful video with Wyclef John talking about all the benefits of a platform, to me, that looked like Udio. And it looked like the professional Udio model. So we'll see what's happening and what's coming on around the corner. Here is one of my favorite creations I've made on Udio. I hope you enjoy it. Have a wonderful Wednesday. And we're going to get funky for a few minutes.
shining light, groove so tight. You feel me, you feel the vibe, feel the vibe. I ain't just talking, I'm a groove. You got that rhythm, makes me move. On a scale of gray to sunshine, you're my summer day. Always the right beat, can't break away. Something is going on tonight. Tuesday is ladies' night. No cover for all the pretty ladies. Drinks are on special for the ladies. Yes, all night. The feeling is right. The dance floor is packed and the room is stacked. Feels so good, getting my groove on. I am sweating and feeling alive. You're standing so close to me. You got me in a land of fantasy. When you kiss and hold me close. Your eyes are so beautiful and sensitive. I am grateful for this moment in time. It is a sexy, intense energy between you and I tonight. Let this moment ride into the midnight whisper. Take me home. Time to get your freak on. The DJ's playing timeless funky jams from memory lane. Let's break it down. You want me? I want you. You're so sexy. The moment is now. Are you feeling what I'm feeling? The passion is in your eyes. I want to make us both feel good.
Yes, indeed.
Say yes.
I put up George Clinton there because the talking in it sounded like George Clinton to me. George Clinton is a pioneering figure in the funk music, renowned for his influential work with Parliament and Funkadelic Collective. Yes, indeed. One Nation Under a Groove. Here's the wonderful thing. He formed a band called the Parliaments in the 50s. That's crazy. So he's been around forever. He's still out there, still performing. He has no voice, but he never really did. He was always more of the brains, right? Great promoter, knew what people liked, knew what you wanted to hear. I always loved the one line, release your mind and your ass will follow. And I always thought that pretty much summed up the P-Funk, the whole funk, nothing but the funk. It's funny, despite legal battles over song rights, Clinton continues performing and recording recently, collaborating with the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yeah, I remember that. But I would say his best stuff, for me, 76 to 85. I even loved a lot of his stuff. Now, most people don't realize, he did more than Atomic Dog by himself. He had another song called All She Wanted Was a Quickie, which was a great tune. It never did great, but I always thought it was clever. But One Nation Under a Groove, Flashlight, I'm trying to think what is probably Knee Deep. Knee Deep was definitely big. Um, Bootsy Collins was a big part of the early 1976 Parliament, part of the mystique. And, I always liked Bootsy. I was able to talk to Bootsy once not on the phone. I don't think I called him on the phone, but we did talk quite a bit through text. And it was kind of surreal because I was such a Bootsy Collins fan. And one of my favorite songs that he did was Shine O Might. And I always thought that was great. I remember bringing up a Party on Plastic, and he was like, no, I won't do that. And I didn't realize that it was about drugs. And he wanted nothing to do with anything that was glorifying drugs, because he found. Oh, we've got somebody here. Beaming away here. I hear them. Prism Lens. I don't know who this is. This is interesting. Should I bring them up? Oh, we've got... Okay. We got somebody. I just don't know who. Oh, it's Rich. There's Rich. Took him a while, but he's here. Hi, Rich.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me past my fan?
Oh, you can see. Okay. I can hear. I just saw. We're just getting back in the house here.
Yeah.
Well, we were at the BJ's. I don't know if you know what BJ's is. Sort of like a Costco's, Sam's Club.
Yes. That term means other things too. You have to be careful.
Yes, I know. It's a warehouse, big box store and stuff. I know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I was just checking my the messages here, and I saw that Bobby Shadow said your link works perfectly. That's why I'm up.
Well,
To give
he probably had problems because he was on a phone.
Oh, well,
And
okay.
Restream, especially if you have Apple products,
Oh, it's not
can be
friendly?
tricky.
Okay.
Where other groups seem to only want to develop Apple, but I'll tell you, the revolution of Suno
Right.
in the last couple of days, and this reminds me so much, but at a grander scale. Remember, Haps got $5 million.
Right. Go ahead. I'm listening. I got to turn this other light on.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Suno just recently got 150 million.
Holy crap! Oh,
150 million. And here's the other thing.
Wow,
Sony-
that's serious.
Sony has given them the rights to manufacture music by listening to it. They're going to let them listen to the catalog. So here's what's happened. They know that they either get on this train or they get run over by it. And think about it, if you and I were greedy and we didn't really care about the musicians, but we wanted to make the money.
Right.
And if I can get something generating tunes and make a new album every week, and it sounds like Boston, or it sounds like Bon Jovi, or it sounds like Kiss, or Fleetwood Mac,
Right.
or the Eagles, or a mixture of these things. And I think it's going to get to a point that when you look at the top 10, it's either AI generated in some form with somebody's voice,
Right.
and then we're going to have number one hits with Elvis, and number one hits with Johnny Cash, and number one hits with anybody they think people are willing to listen to, because they own the rights to these artists.
Right.
But
So
when
you
Sony
mentioned,
Go ahead.
you mentioned those artists. It makes me think, just like I was telling you the other day on your broadcast about Randy Travis, how many songs do they have in the vault that they never released from those artists? Probably thousands.
But here's the thing: they can take that song,
Yep, that's what. Yeah, exactly.
right?
To your point.
And
Yep.
and AI will make it 10 times better than it would have ever been in the
Exactly.
60s.
Yep.
And we're going to have the likeness of the voice.
Uh huh.
to probably, this reminds me of Star Trek. This simulation is 95% accurate
Right.
with a fluctuation of 5%. This is not Fireman Rich. This is an AI generated.
Yeah. I'm not.
Nowhere
Yeah.
nowhere near as sexy or as intelligent as
Oh Lord, that's interesting. That is something. Yeah, it's just. But what was it? I saw something after I was on your
Mhm.
broadcast last year at the beginning of the week.
Last year.
Uh, no.
No, you just said.
Who is it? Some actress.
Uh huh.
Uh, she's a um, she's a Marvel
Okay.
actress, Marvel Avenger character that
Hmm.
Johansson, somebody.
Okay.
Her voice, I guess, is being utilized on this particular application,
Hmm.
and she doesn't like it or something like that. Just something with AI. It's just the bad side. And actually, the voice is not hers, but because it's so lifelike like hers,
Hmm.
she is very upset with it. And they refer to this movie. I can't remember the name of it, but
I
the
can
guy
look it
had
up
like.
in a second, but I want to read something to you that's going to blow your mind
Go
that
ahead.
I didn't know until right now. Okay, here we go. You ready?
Yep.
Funding and partnerships in May, and we're talking about Suno.
Right.
In May 2024, which is what
Uh
we're
huh.
in right now, Suno
Right.
raised 125 million in a new funding round from investors like Lightspeed Venture Partners and Matrix Partners. The company has partnered with Microsoft to integrate Suno AI into the Copilot software suite.
Yeah.
So everyone is soon going to have this technology.
Well, I have a I got my cursor hovered. I looked at this as far as just doing my. I have a
You
co-pilot
can see it.
preview.
I don't know if you can read it on your screen here, but I have it right above here.
Yeah.
And if you ever use
Wow.
this, you should use this. You would love this. It's free.
Co-pilot.
It's called Perplexity.
Oh, okay.
You can put anything in there. You could put in there uh what are the top 10 Marvel movies of all time? Who
Okay.
are the richest
They'll give you a
athletes
long
in the
list.
world? Who is better looking than, me? Whatever. You could put that in there.
I've been doing that with my co-pilot preview. Like I said the other day, I
Yeah.
played around with it for about. It was a little. I was a little leery because I
Mhm.
know it's the co-pilot. That's AI, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
You
I
can
have it on my.
generate photos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just
oh buddy, it's spooky.
I'm gonna go very. I'm gonna crawl. I'm not gonna go
Yeah,
real.
no, I think it's safer.
Yeah,
But when
yeah.
I see Microsoft and Sony saying things like, "Oh yeah, you can listen to our catalog," and here's what some artists said that I loved. They said, "It takes me months to make something up myself,
Right.
but if I come up with an idea from humming and I use the AI, by the afternoon I've got a song
It's just
and
like
it's
that.
done, which means I get paid and the
Quicker.
client's happy and it's faster and there's less errors."
Yeah, yeah,
So that's where it's headed. And those
yeah.
that I think, once the big companies look at the money, they're not going to care.
Well, it's
They don't
already
care
happened.
if you and I
You
lose
just
our
said that,
job.
Michael. You just
What?
said that. It's already happened. 125 to 150 million. That's
Yeah.
big. That's not what did Haps get? They got 15 million, and we
Five.
made a big or 5 million. We made a
Five.
big deal about that.
Yeah.
This is monstrous
Yeah. But
as
here's the
far as.
thing when they partner with Microsoft could throw $1 billion at this.
Oh, easily,
But I
easily.
saw something on Microsoft recently that scared the crap out of me. It was so good. Like if I was a musician, I would be like, or a producer, I'd be like, you don't need me anymore.
Yeah.
You've got the best three producers right here on your computer, and it wasn't even in the cloud. It was a program that you bought that you put in your studio,
In
which is what I
studio.
think you were talking about.
Well, yep. That's it's a higher level. What Randy Travis is doing because
Yeah.
the way they were talking about that, I was like, wow. and that's a studio level and stuff like that. But you're becoming the expert on knowing all this stuff. So it's just like I said, the first time I touched Copilot was a couple days ago. It was only for about maybe 10, 15 minutes. I plugged it. It's like, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole yet. You know, I'm aware of it and stuff like that. And I like what you're doing with it. I think there's.
So were you saying it's very similar to maybe doing some kind of drug you can't stop?
No, it's just I don't want to. I've got enough things that that keeps me busy on the computer here, with the live stream, and I look at it. It's interesting. I'm aware of it. I can't think of a use. You're doing it with the music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What I was doing, I think this Copilot, I couldn't just using it just strictly as a search engine.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, look! I just put in Fireman Rich, and I got this whole big, longer than a resume. Where I'm at and all that, and I'm like, holy crap, that's better than a Google search.
I looked you up and they said wanted in 12 states terming.
That's but no, I just want to say, Michael, that this is where your broadcast, if I can be constructive now.
Yes.
Okay. When you're presenting something in the top format there, I can't see squat.
But you can on the TV later. So when you watch it on Google, you can read. Like,
okay,
so
I'll have to check. I'll check it on
YouTube. When you play this later, you can read every line. Now, don't forget, you know what I'm doing?
Yeah, I'm listening. Go ahead.
I'm on vertical for one reason.
Well, no, I know.
Yesterday I went on early. So you and I had a broadcast the other day, and you went, "Oh, you're getting really confused. You're getting this," and I went. We did, I think, almost 180 together.
Yeah, I saw that number. I says, yeah,
yes,
Mike is right. I saw your number.
But Michael can live with being right. It's not that hard.
You got me curious now on the YouTube here. I want to bring it up on the big
screen. Sure, why not?
And stuff, but I saw that, and I said, go ahead.
Let's say you wanted to highlight something, right?
Right.
And you could get it to fit. Now look at there. We have you on the bottom. Look at how big the text is now.
Oh, okay, yeah, it magnifies it, yeah. But when you got, you got, it'd be nice if you could get, okay, if you got if you could take the two views of you and me, that size, and then use the rest of the real estate for your presentation, that would be fantastic.
Do you know what they call that?
What's that?
Landscape.
No, you can do it here, but the one thing
you're funny. You're funny. I love you. You're hilarious. If you could do this, and you could, how is this better for you right here?
No,
I found another Fireman Rich. It's Fireman Ralph. We got
here. Yeah. There's a couple of them. Yeah, there's a couple. But I could just barely read that if I squint my eyes with my glasses.
Well, we can't have that. But plus, you're old. No. You're old like me. We're old like dirt. Yeah.
I'm not that old.
Okay,
We're not that old. Go ahead.
So Udio, I think, is already in hot water.
Oh, do you think that'll squash the competition?
Well, here's what I think's happening. I think Microsoft has already decided they're going to use Suno. So all of a sudden, I'm noticing.
Well, they want to get on board. They want to get on board. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing: if they're smart, buy both companies. Cost you nothing. With the money that they have. So here's the other one. Here's Udio. But I noticed Udio is not getting the same funding. Okay. And Udio, in other ways, I think sounds more realistic than Suno. Right. But what do I know?
Okay, there we are on the big screen. You can see it. Yeah, you know what? You can read that bigger, but you have to be close to the TV.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so
can you live with that again? So twice in this broadcast, just twice. This may be a miracle.
No.
Yeah,
no. It's you're right as far as it's new, but the thing is, I can adapt. I can.
Buddy, you are the king of adapting. One of the things I love about you is that you're always trying new things. Like you're at the golf course, you're talking. I could tell you weren't comfortable at first, but you're like, I'm going to do this.
Oh, what's that? Oh, the golf course?
Yeah, I can tell you weren't.
Oh, I'm out of my element as far as live streaming like that. It makes me wonder, how do people? Because when I see other people
who was the king of that? Come on. Who is the king of being live in the woods?
I have no idea.
Ted, and do you
Oh,
remember with his dog?
Ted,
That's okay.
Ted, and
I'll let you think about it.
you got a picture of the missus there.
Do you? Oh, hi.
You're on camera. Just no problem. That's all right. Just
You don't want anybody knowing your beauty queen.
no, it's okay. It's just it's no big deal. But who's
It
the kid?
happens to
Ted?
the best of
Who's
us.
Ted?
Okay.
Not Ted Hicks.
No.
Who? Ted?
No.
You got me baffled here.
Okay. I'll tell you in a bit. I'll tell you in a bit here because I know you know. He was huge on Haps. Huge on Haps. He was on Twitch, and he got very angry like you did near the end of. And his dog's name was Teddy.
Oh, Walt, yeah.
I knew you knew.
Oh.
I knew you talked to him multiple times.
I'm thinking the person's name was Ted.
No,
and
it's
stuff.
dogs.
Okay, as soon as you said dog, yeah, our good friend Walt. Oh, I love Walt. Walt's a
Yeah.
great guy.
So
he's
I thought before we go, we'll talk about this here. It still has Tom Brady as number one.
Now, what are we looking at here? Based on the search results,
we're looking at the top 50 quarterbacks of
oh,
all
wow.
time. All time.
Okay. Joe
Yeah.
Montana, I see. Who's third?
Yeah. John Elway,
Oh.
Peyton Manning, who you know what? He irks me.
Why is
There's
that?
something about him that irks me. Aaron Rodgers, I kind of like. We'll have to see how he does this year. How do you think he's going to do, Aaron?
I have high hopes for the Jets as long as he stays healthy and he doesn't get injured. Let's be frank. He is older, so if he takes a big hit and stuff, he may not be able to sustain it like he did 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So that's a concern because we look at what happened last year. That hit he took last season. I'm like, really? But it doesn't take much. So as long as he's healthy and stuff like that, I think he'll do fine. But they got him as number 5, really.
Yeah. Here's one of the quarterbacks that would still do well today, Dan Marino.
See, I would put Dan Marino up number 3.
Yeah, and Brett Favre in his prime probably could be half decent.
Yeah.
Drew Brees is not the most talented, gifted, but he was.
But he could throw. He could rack up the yardage.
I think he was smart. I think he knew when to throw. And Fran Tarkenton, you have to be really old to know him.
Oh, I remember Fran. My older brother, he liked the Minnesota Vikings because of Fran Tarkenton.
Johnny Unitas, I like. Steve Young.
And I've seen both of them. I've seen Johnny Unitas play when I was a kid.
You know what's funny?
Oh, my God.
His moral compass reminds me of you, Steve Young. He's a good guy. Roger Staubach, I remember him. Jim Kelly was he was an asshole. He really was. But if you love that team, it didn't matter. He was gritty.
Yes,
and
in
a little
football
bit dirty.
he was, but he is a very good guy now because,
Is he?
He's a cancer survivor. He almost died.
Yeah,
remember, but cancer.
The good old boy Terry Bradshaw, who I think was never fully understood. You know, he won 4 times.
Yeah, he was a little underrated too. I don't think they gave him full credit. Like if he won 4 Super Bowls in this era of the NFL, he'd be he'd be bigger. Well, look at Brady. He'd be right up there with Brady.
Yeah, Troy Aikman. I always liked him. He's making big money now as an announcer.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson. We'll have to see this year. I think the Steelers are going to be far better this year because they have 2 weapons.
That's another team, like I said, with the Jets. I hope they do well as far as that goes, and we'll see how the season goes and stuff.
Yeah.
You're coming to one that my kid brother, he literally loves this guy.
Oh, Ben?
No.
Russell Wilson.
No, below that.
Oh, Kurt Warner.
No, not Kurt Warner. Kurt Warner's a good quarterback too.
I love his story where he was stocking shelves.
In
a grocery store.
He played in the Canadian Football League.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did. I'm talking about Bob Greasy.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about Bob Greasy. Tell me.
Bob Greasy. Well, the Miami Dolphins, they had the first undefeated season, and he actually met Bob Greasy and Nick Bonicani. He used to go to the Jet Miami games down in the city all the time, and he actually he ended up flying down to Miami to see the Jet Miami game. Down, was it the Jets? Yeah, the Jet Miami game um, down in Miami, and he was the Miami Dolphins in the '60s when growing up with my kid brother. There was no team. He says he thought the Dallas Cowboys were a bunch of bums along with the Green Bay Packers compared to.
You
That's
know,
how hard.
a lot of people still think that, but you have a lot of people who still love. Okay. Oh, look at this. Oh, I used to love Earl Campbell.
Earl Campbell, good guy. Yeah,
He
yeah,
had
yeah.
the biggest legs I've ever seen.
Who was the gentleman? He just passed away here. He was a center for the Oakland Raiders, 00. He just passed away here. I
Oh,
can't think
did
of his
he?
name.
Okay.
I can't
You
think
said
of the guy's
you said
name.
Oakland Raiders.
Oakland Raiders
Mm-hmm.
center. His number was 0. He played in the '60s.
Okay.
Um,
I
I
can
can't
write
think.
that.
Are you checking on the AI? Are you doing this in
I
the
am.
AI?
I am. I am.
Okay.
Jim Otto.
Otto, yes. Oh my
Yeah.
God, look at that. Oh my God, that is. See, that's what's a little scary. I'm not even doing this. You're doing Jim. Great. This guy is probably the epitome, underrated, and he was probably the.
You know he was banned from many a buffet. They would lose. they would lose their week's worth of profits. Now they
Yeah.
would never let the team in.
Uh,
That would not happen.
you
Look
know,
at the size of this guy.
yeah, this guy, he was monstrous, and this is back when football was a lot. It's pretty rough now, but back down, I mean, they didn't have the padding and the helmet technology.
They also
that
made
they
no
do.
money, buddy.
No, they did not.
They
That's
made
true,
no
very
money.
true. But they loved the game.
Hmm
They had fun playing the game.
He
And
was
you know
born
the
in
thing is,
1938.
yeah, this is something you know what you're showing me right now.
What are
You
you
just
showing?
showed me
Yeah.
because you just put in just what I said, and I
Yeah.
didn't know the guy's name.
Yeah.
This is going to be great come the NFL football season.
Well, it's going to be
on,
great every
on-
time it's going to go. He's the guy that wore deodorant on one armpit, and his number was 7, and I think the team started with a P.
And how many times did we have that exact scenario on Tony D's Bell Kings fantasy football?
And Tony would then just sit there and go, "This is what I deal with." Yeah. Oh my God, he suffered over 20 concussions during his career.
Yeah, they had no concussion protocol back then.
Yeah, it says here, known for his toughness and durability, Otto played through numerous injuries, undergoing an estimated 70 surgeries.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's awful.
What was his age when he passed? Does it say that? How old he
Well,
was?
when did he pass? Recently?
Just this week. Just
Oh, well,
last
just as
week.
well. He was born in 1938. So let's do
Okay.
the basic. We can do basic math here, and so that is, if you go to 2000, what is that? That's 62, right? Plus
Yeah.
24.
Yeah, so he's in his 80s, 84. So
Will you still need me? Will you still
Yeah.
feed me
Yeah.
when I'm 84?
and just with that stat that you just said, that to be able to last that long with that many concussions, that's unreal.
Oh, and a
So-
lot of them suffered all kinds of brain injuries.
Yeah.
This is the same in boxing.
Well, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
have you been looking at Keon at all?
What is Keon?
I told you to look him up.
He's a receiver.
Yep. He
Oh,
is,
Keon Coleman. Oh, Coleman. Oh, yeah.
he is the hottest commodity right now.
Yep.
Commodity. Have you watched any of his videos?
Not yet. No.
Okay,
No,
you
I
ready?
haven't. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, here we go. See if we can get it going.
How y'all doing?
Oh my God, I know this guy. I've seen this guy.
Huh?
Got you a coat from here?
Nah, man, you forgot I went to school in Michigan for 2 years? You, guess where I got this from, though? That's what I'm saying, you gotta guess. You gonna be wrong, though, but guess.
Time is up.
Nah. Macy's. What you mean? they be on sale on the rack, all the colors. Look, 79, 89. Nice little deal. You can get the trench coat for like $100. Nice little. I'll take you there personally. I might go get some more colors. I need a blue one and another red one.
There we go.
There's good Thanksgiving sales too. That's what I usually do.
See, I ain't know nothing about Thanksgiving. You see, I shop like my mom. I get my coats in the summertime. You gotta shop a season or two before, just in case, and they be cheaper. Cause you go at Thanksgiving, everybody in Thanksgiving, you know what I'm saying? Who we starting with? Oh, we can go. Oh, my bad. Hold on. Y'all can hear me? This on? Or this off? Alright. I'm just making sure who we trying to set me up. Who we got going first?
So can you just talk about your journey in defying the odds? What got you to this point?
Just growing up in Louisiana, man. Just being a kid from Opelousas that didn't quit on his dream.
Wow.
Simple statistics say I'm not supposed to be here. A lot of guys don't really get this far, be able to, use the mentality that I have to be able to get this far. So it's just been a blessing and having the support staff that I have with my mom, my grandmother, my brothers, which, they here today. And, I just was grateful by the grace of God to be here.
What's it like having this going on with your family?
I mean, it means a lot. That's my backbone. They're the people that, they're there for me when everybody else isn't. I'm having my low moments, my high moments. They're there to make sure I keep everything neutral and just be able to focus on the next thing coming forward.
Has today been overwhelming in some sense? I mean, I know you were here before the draft.
Okay, put my microphone back on.
Yeah.
So as you can see, he's down to earth,
Humble. Very humble.
and he's talking about he's excited because he got a coat deal. Now, here's the thing that happened. Nike sent him 3 coats,
Okay.
different colors.
Oh,
He got excited because someone left a huge box of Chips Ahoy cookies. And he talked about it. You should have seen the box. It was huge.
Oh, I see. He was talking about Macy's and the coat, and he has a coat
Yeah.
deal, so he's got to be careful about.
No. He bought it
Oh.
off the rack with his mom off season.
Oh my God.
So Shannon Sharp said, look, he's got his head on straight. He's not spending money he hasn't made yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you heard the other story where a lot of the athletes are now going, we're not signing any deals with anybody because then you own us for 4 years.
Yeah. I think they're starting to get a little smarter on that aspect and stuff like that. They want the flexibility, and I think you're going to see more and more of the players go to the 1 and 2 year instead of these long-term deals and stuff like that. Because there's, I think the days of the so-called franchise ball player.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a rare case, I think.
So I think this is going to be a welcome change than what they had with Stefan Diggs. Now,
you are correct, sir. There's 3.
Stefan Diggs and you and I had a few altercations about coaches, and I think I called him a diva. But most receivers, I think I
agreed. I agreed on you because I wasn't really liking what he was doing. I think the disagreement we had is on the coach. You don't really care for the coach. I think the coach is pretty good from the stories I've heard about him and stuff. And but I think overall, the one common factor, we both love Josh Allen. He's a great quarterback.
Oh, how can you not love him?
Yeah.
But if he wants to win,
they're
going to have to get more players like him.
Oh God, yeah.
And then we got to pray that he's teachable, right?
I'm looking forward to seeing this kid play. I really
he's
am.
A beast, he's huge.
I'm excited. I'm going to be excited to see him play. As far as this guy is going to be a definite. The thing about Diggs is he was okay a couple of seasons back, but this last season was just what did he? He didn't do nothing. I don't see. You can only go
pissed off.
You can only
because he didn't get his way.
You can only go on your name for so long, but you need to perform and stuff like that. That's why I think it's crucial for Aaron Rodgers. If he doesn't perform this year, he's going to retire.
Think about yourself. If you just put all of your eggs into your looks and not your wit and charm, you would be gone.
Right.
It would be all done. No, you have to be someone that someone wants to work with. Like last night. You were with a guy named Tony D.
Yep. We were on for a short time. I didn't realize he was broadcasting on his music show. I was getting ready to watch the Celtics last night. Oh, did you watch that game last night? Are you into basketball? Oh my God, that game was scary. I'm a big time Celtic fan, and we won't go in, but he had been on the music thing, and I was just tiddling around. I get a DM from him and say, okay, yeah, I'll be done. And I'm looking at it, so wait a minute, he's been on because I had a phone that went down. One of
Right.
that I had my alerts on that went down, the dreaded black screen. So I think it's down for the count. So
Oh,
I'm looking. I
no.
said, oh, he's been. Well, I got other phones. It's a phone I don't use. I use for Wi-Fi only.
Okay.
But when I'm at the house, I put the other phone down.
Yeah.
Use for the telephone for the missus that contact me. She's the only one that if I'm out and about. But my old phones, I always put on alert on the Wi-Fi. But anyway, Tony had been broadcasting for 45 minutes, and I think, oh my God. So when I popped in on his broadcast on Twitch, I said, hey, what's going on? He said, well, we did a short one, 30-minute afterwards
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But I think
What is the best day for you?
Oh,
You don't know. You're like me. You kind of go with the flow, don't you?
No, best day for what now?
To do a broadcast with me, to come on and talk about
Oh,
football.
well, you're Sunday
You're a
mornings
little
is always
much, Mike. I don't know if I can handle.
no. It's just
putting you on
well,
a schedule.
I
That might be
have
too-
my Monday. I do have a schedule. I got my regular Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then I want to. And I was telling Tony last night, I'm really lacking in the gaming. I talk about gaming, and if you talk about something and you're not producing, then that's lame as a broadcaster.
You're not. Mike.
So, but no, I'm like I said, I like the spur of the moment pop-ins, but yeah, I think Tony is looking at doing something every Tuesday night now.
Good for him. Good for
Because
him.
he's
Tuesday's
still
tough
in-
for me.
Well, the thing
Yeah.
is about Tony is,
Oh.
and I'm gonna say this constructively because there's certain broadcasters, I guess they look, and I've had it told to me by some individuals a while back that let's just say they don't watch me anymore, I guess, because there's differences and stuff like that.
Right.
And this isn't somebody from way back. This is just recently here and stuff like that.
Yeah.
A mutual friend of Tony's and stuff there that there was one time I was broadcasting, and then I got in the chat that you were broadcasting over me, and I says, I'm looking this. I said, yeah, Michael's broadcast. I don't give a flying flip.
Yeah.
What's his? And I had to ask, what's his broadcasting over? Well, he should be broadcasting the same time you're broadcasting. I says, what difference does that make?
Yeah. Well, my audience is different than your audience too, though.
Exactly.
Like
But
I have mine's very woo master, and now AI.
Well,
I don't, and I think
but
you're
you're a fun guy and stuff like that. But I couldn't get, I just couldn't see the point, and
Yeah.
the person couldn't, for the life of them, they could not accept the fact that I wasn't seeing it their way. And I says, I don't really care. It's a big internet, but Michael, it came to my realization that there are broadcasters out there that we've known that they have a deep-seated bitch about you broadcasting over them.
Yeah. Well, life goes on. Life goes on. It's free. It's free flowing for everybody.
And that's
the
what
more the merrier.
And I could clarify a little bit more in the green room and stuff like that. It's a very interesting, funny story, but I'm using the term that our good friend, that's very wise, Mr. Ted Hicks, it says, don't give it any oxygen when you're in this format right here.
No,
'Cause it
you
doesn't do
can't. You can't.
No,
You'll go
no,
loony.
No, but I could
You'll-
talk about it in general, and I don't really care if those people. Well, they talk. Did I say no? I didn't. But I'm just saying that aspect
You're
of a
funny. You're funny.
It's a that broadcast.
funny.
I just couldn't say. Are you for? I want to say, are you for real?
Yeah, but nobody owns the airwaves. That
Bingo.
That's like me going, does Joe Rogan know I'm on right now? He doesn't give a flying. You know what?
Exactly.
He's like that guy's like a bug on my shoe. Who
But
gives a sh- who gives
I
a-
think, yeah. But
Yeah,
I think the Tony even said last night he saw the broadcast that I was on with you. Was it Sunday? Yeah, Sunday I believe it was. And he said that was a very good broad. He watched the replay. He said you guys did great because we're talking about football and stuff like that. And I became I'm available Sunday morning. I'm hanging out on the TV.
You're starting to break up, buddy. Okay, so listen, I'm going to take that as we've been on now an hour and 40 minutes. I really
Okay.
appreciate you being here. Your face right now looks like a moth.
Oh, really? It's not.
Yes. Yeah, so I'm really curious to see if it's going to be like this on Restream. It's, you know what I mean? Because sometimes I can play it back and it's
Oh,
perfect
okay.
on
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Restream,
yeah, 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 yeah.
but it's not. Yeah, it's weird. You look like the Mothman prophecies on my end right now, and I'm hearing every other word. Thank you, everyone. God bless you all. That was Fireman Rich, and he's just froze. Thank you to Tony D, Ted Hicks, and anybody else we forgot. Keep shining.